So I'm doing this video as a request from a guy from India. Has big problems with his Twizy. You told me you've already opened the battery. You need to test this relay. The clues lead us to a certain relay. The piece is this one right here. It's a 14 amps relay, 450 volts as a maximum voltage that passes through the main plugs. Right here we have the main coil. It's a coil that works on 12 volts. You don't have to go under the 12 volts, if not the car will stop working, will give you trouble. So this guy right here, I already saw this in the past, giving many trouble to Twizy owners. So how do you test this little guy right here? Well, let's start from the beginning. The first thing you need are these little plugs right here. This one came from an old computer, from an old desktop. This one right here, it's the switch, the power switch that goes to the main motherboard. This one, for example, it's the power LED. This one, it's the hard disk LED. So I think you get the picture. Where did they come from? It's easy to find one of these on an old computer. All you have to do is cut the wires. The plug right here has the distance between the two little connections are perfect to insert it into this relay. The distance is perfect. You can switch the polarity, the negative and the positive pole, doesn't matter. The main coil will work. I will give it 12 volts from a lithium cell I have right here, so I'm giving 12 volts. I think you can hear the coil that's working, but before that you should test and see if the current passes through here, because when you do not give it current, you have to... This is a normally opened relay, so the current doesn't pass when the coil is not when you do not give current to the coil, nothing passes this way. Okay? See? Because it's normally open. When this is broken, sometimes the main contacts remain attached, so the coil remains blocked in the closed position, and that's not good. That's what happens when you turn on the Twizy. This thing is already attached, so it all blows to pieces. So the first thing you want to do is measure this right here. Okay, so now I will give it 12 volts to the main coil. I will use this alligator clips right here to make my job easier. Okay, coil attached. Perfect. This one right here, it's a good working relay, but you have to test this many times, or at least 10 times. You have to close, open, close, open. You will have to try a faster connection, disconnection, to see if it's perfectly working, because this one right here, when it's not working the way it should, sometimes remains blocked in the closed position. But you have to do so many tests to find the malfunctioning one. Something like this you have to do. So you will have to play a lot with this guy, because from my past experience, I had one that after 20, 13 times the relay blocked. So that's what was happening with that Twizy. The car was working great, but sometimes it stopped in the middle of the road. Why? Because this relay sometimes remained blocked. So to be sure it's working great, you have to play so many times with his coil. In my case, it's a perfectly working relay. Well, it's new. But that's the proper way to test this relay. So I think you got the picture. Hope you will get your Twizy soon on the street. So good luck.